Out to all the young players at home, how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Durant lets it fly, gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there, lets it fly.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent, but the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Antetokounmpo. That won't go. To Durant. Passed it off. Got it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
It's good. And one.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play, and the lead down to 11. Nets have it. Here's Durant for 2, and he buries it. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Durant across the timeline. The lead is 11. Doesn't get the bounce.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Durant. Textbook defense. Giannis with it up top. 9-point margin. Middleton buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Has a chance. Shot no good there by Dinwiddie.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
That'll do it for the first half, with the Nets in front.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Durant with the basketball up top. Up by 6. Fires the 3. Is good.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Antetokounmpo. Oh, he hits the 3.
It is extremely prevalent right now for three-point shooters because of the skill set at every position is that versatile. Even your 5s and 4s can knock down 3s at a high clip.
It's a world of great three-point shooters and great three-point shooting teams. And Kyrie Irving makes good from beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Kicks it outside to Middleton. Beyond the arc for 3. Good contest. Middleton off the mark.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Defensive foul to number 11, Kyrie Irving. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Tosses. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. To Jordan. Throws it up. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Cashes in for 2.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Couldn't keep it in. Out of Spencer Dinwiddie. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys trail by 10. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. To Dinwiddie. And he converts on the free throw. Irving to Durant. 4-3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Oh, Chris Middleton. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Irving brings the ball up court. Sizing up the defense to Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Ah, scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Giannis with it up top. His guys down 11. From long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Durant across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. For 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Durant with the basketball up top. It's an 11-point game. Here comes the screen. Durant. He engulfed him that time. Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. Fires the 3. The Nets have the rebound. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. to Hollis Jefferson. Slam dunk for Hollis Jefferson.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo. Can't get the bounce. To Adetokunbo. Matthews goes to the left side. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Not going down here. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To the rim. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he can't convert the free throw. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
The assist from number 2, Torian Prince.
That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Nets have the lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Bucks at the controls. Giannis shoots, cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Irving. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Bledsoe. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Here we go. I got this play on. Let's go.
Irving. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Giannis with it up top. Down 11. Trying to cash in. Adetokunbo shot no good. Defense making the ball handler work. To Dinwiddie. Short jumper won't fall.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Middleton. Has a look. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Irving. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in
The Bucks at the controls.
Number 12, Joe.
Adetokunbo. Middleton to Lopez. Middleton.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Giannis Adetokunbo swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Wesley Matthews above the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
To Irving. Tight space with the crossover. Count the bucket for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Giannis in control of the basketball, trailing by 11. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Adetokunbo. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Giannis Adetokunbo trying to cash in on a 3-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. Add one more to his total. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. Hill. To Bledsoe. Lets it fly from long range. Misfires. It's no good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And if you have the ball in your hands on offense and you're that open and you see the defense sprinting at you, directly at you, not taking an angle to try to block your shot to not hit you, brace yourself for contact, focus on making the basket, and one every time.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Looking for his man. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
George Hill looking good. 4 for 5.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Milwaukee with the basketball. Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. DeAndre Jordan tips it. That's his third block this evening. George Hill. He's now 5 for 6.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Durant. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Now the Nets going to take a timeout. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? The Bucks claim victory as they win a close one by 2. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. And we're underway here in the extra period. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Irving to Jordan. Curling inside. And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To Dinwiddie. Count it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Giannis with it up top. They trail by 1. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads a bucket. Bucks basketball. Greek Freak for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Dinwiddie. Lobs it up. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Trailing by 4. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here's Irving into the front court. Lead is 2. To Hill. Kevin Durant sends it away. 4th this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Antetokounmpo, open look. Brooklyn secures the rebound. Durant across the timeline. 2-point advantage. Brook Lopez sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough 3-pointer.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Kevin Durant, huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Working it outside to Adetokunbo. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Giannis Adetokunbo trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's shooting 85% in this game. Missed it at the line. Irving. To Durant. Here's a chance from long range, and Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw up and good. Finishes off the three-point play. And the lead down to 3. Kevin Durant has it. Fires the 3, and Kevin Durant nails it from downtown. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. Oh, they've come roaring out of the gate in overtime, breaking this game open.
And you got to give some love to the strength and conditioning coach for this team. All the offseason, preseason workouts have ultimately led to this point.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. To Irving. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Durant with the basketball up top. It's an 11-point game. Irving. And he hits. Oh, that one could be the dagger as they've opened it up here in the final minute of overtime.
I don't know about that, Ed. I've been a part of a game where we came back from 10 with a minute left to go. Anything is possible.
Would you call that a miracle minute? Middleton. Man, that was a tough shot.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Beyond the arc for 3. And Chris Middleton, good on the quick release that time.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Deep 3. How about that? A 3 at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now on.
It wasn't. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.